But remember this, if you want to grow in life, you have to change. You can't remain the same. You can't have the same thought process as a child, as an adolescent, even as a young adult. You have to change in order to grow and get ahead in life. Any of you remember Amway? Network marketing? People are telling me you're a motivator. You always see the goodness in people, the positive people. I guess that's just what I am. And one great thing I could say about athletics, if you take those principles you learn on the field or in the court and apply those to everyday life, it prepares you to be a leader, really. It creates leadership qualities. And if we tap into these things and apply these things and understand there's going to be some struggles, but understand you don't quit. You got to understand, continue to get more education, refine your craft, and keep pushing forward despite the obstacles that you're going to face. Aren't people cruel? People say the meanest things, don't they? Just like children. They don't know any better. We've all heard the old saying, kids are cruel. Adults are too. I love people. I really do. I look at people and I just, be honest with you, I look at it as, you're no better than me. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care, you can be the highest position in the land. You are no better than me. And I am no better than you, regardless of what you think. That's just something about American, whether you're Asian, whether you're Hispanic, you're black, white, it doesn't matter. We all carry ourselves as Americans as a certain way because why? We were all born to the Constitution. Hi, this is Robert Wilkins, aka Basketball Tall. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad that you're here with me today. This is the final program of the year 2020. And you're talking about what a ride it's been this year. Something we will never forget. And something that we will pass down for generations to come. This month also marks my first anniversary of being retired as a public servant. And upon retirement, I thought, what am I going to do? Because I couldn't see myself just sitting around doing nothing. So I thought I was going to develop a business and go on the road. Matter of fact, my goal was to hopefully travel the world and do public speaking on things that I know as far as my career had entailed. But of course, that didn't transpire because what happened? The pandemic came, okay? And that changed everything. And as far as public speaking of any platform, that got quashed. So after sitting back, thinking about what is it that I want to do now since public speaking is on hold. Then I learned about, other platforms such as YouTube. I learned about Zoom. But me being the age that I am right now, I'm in my early 60s, I had to learn how to do these things. Fortunate for me, I've always had somewhat of an inquisitive mind to learn things. I guess that's why my sons are both into the tech engineering world. Because I guess to a degree, I'm a little bit that myself in a sense. But anyhow, I want to thank you, my subscribers, for going with me on this ride because it's been a great one. I never thought of anything like this. Though I am retired, and you may say, well, he's still working. But to me, this is not work. Why? Because I don't have to be in an office at a set date, time. I can start when I want to, and I can quit when I want to. But if you want to treat it as a business and grow and achieve your goals, your dreams, there are some things you must do. On this journey of trying to grow and develop your business, there's a former outstanding athlete that I had on my program, and you might want to go back and take a peek at that. Her name is Audrey Price, and she stated that if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Think about that. That's common sense, isn't it? So simple to think of. If you plan Well, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So I try to plan on a consistent basis. I have my calendar out. I do things. I may make phone calls, checking. I'm always seeing like now because my phone, and here it is, okay, my phone is now a very important tool. And which I'm always on it. I'm emailing, I'm checking, I'm messaging, I'm doing all of this. And that's how I treat my phone now. It's not just an entertainment type of tool, mechanism. It's a tool for me. And for those that are in the business world, it is a tool for you as well. But for those other people that are not involved in such a business, they don't understand that. But I get it now. I get it. Now that 2020 is ending, what's next in store? As we know, 2020 has been very unusual for all of us. It's brought up some things that a lot of us had buried, that we had never thought of anymore. And we were moving forward in great progress. And then all of a sudden, with the pandemic, the closing, people losing their jobs, businesses shutting down, and it just got ridiculously crazy. And we're not out of the woods yet, but I think we all see the light at the end of the tunnel because now the vaccines are being administered and plus there's going to be a change of the guard, and many people are not happy about that, and many are. I don't know how you feel about it, but one thing I could say is this. Because due to politics, it has severed a lot of friendships. And we've taken sides. And we jumped on information, whether the information is true or not. And for whatever reason, while we joined this side or that side, come on. This is not the Civil War times anymore. It's over. America is made up of numerous different types of religions. America has every race there is in the world. Times are different. As much as we want, we can't restore how things once was. America is a new animal. And it has a journey all its own based on the Constitution, which I truly believe was God-led. Even though a lot of things happen, we don't know why they happen or how they happen, but God seems to always be in the midst of things. Because as you know, when you look at the founding fathers of this country, and including the Constitution, it talked about people. And see, to me, that's God-led. And here's something else we need to remember. The United States is the majority of the people in the United States consider themselves Christian. And for that reason, if we all read the same Bible, if we all serve the same God, shouldn't we all be treating each other according to the Word of God? But a lot of us have severed our relationships with one another, all due to politics. And the thing is, we fail to realize we, the people, we are the people that run everything. So 2021 is going to be an interesting time. And I think that's going to be a positive time. It's only going to become positive if we make it positive. But if we steer and hold on to negativity and thinking, oh, no, oh, yes, we're not. You're going to stay behind because the country is going to move forward with us or without us. And so we might as well, let's get back on the right track because it comes down to this, guys. Right and wrong, truth and honesty. And which side are you on? Be honest. Let's truly be honest. Are you holding up for truth? Are you holding up for justice? Are you holding up to equality? Or you have some other agenda behind what you believe? I believe in righteousness. I believe in God. I believe in the Word of God, the Bible. I believe in our Constitution, and I uphold the Constitution. And my profession, as being in law enforcement, it was about doing the right thing and upholding the law. And the law, we're talking about the Constitution. You know, the laws, whether it's on the municipal, on a state or federal level, that's what governs us. That's what makes us Americans. And I tell you what, here's something to think about. No matter where an American goes, anywhere in this world, other people know we are Americans because there's something unique about us that's different from anywhere else. I had a good buddy of mine, I'll just say his name, Jeff Coleman. We were talking one day, and I said, what makes Americans so unique when we go traveling? Everybody knows we're Americans. No matter what race we are, they know we're Americans. And he said, white teeth. we have the whitest teeth of any country in the world. I got to thinking about that, and I think you may agree too. There's some truth to that because, I have on braces right now, okay? And we take a little more interest in our dental hygiene and our teeth and all that appearances, But then I thought something else. Then I was talking to somebody else, and someone else told me arrogance. Americans are arrogant. And this was an American saying that. I'm not going to think about that. Well, we are a little bit arrogant. And, and if you would really be honest with yourself, we're somebody could, well, that's confidence. Call it what you want to call it. But to the outside world, they look at us as arrogant, whether we have white teeth. There's just something about American, whether you're Asian, whether you're Hispanic, you're black, white, it doesn't matter. We all carry ourselves as Americans as a certain way because why? We were all born to the Constitution. Now, what do we do to make this country better in 2021 and beyond? I did an interview with Dr. Gerald Williamson just not a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago. I think you ought to watch that program. And it's called The Pancake Theory. Look it up on my channel, Robert Wilkins, basketball tall Robert Wilkins, and look for Pancake Theory. And about halfway through that program, to the end, he gets going about the pancake theory. And I think we'll all learn from that because, you're talking about hitting the nail right on the head, about if we abide by what he's saying in the pancake theory, wow, you're talking about growth of this country, And he also said, treat people as people. People are people. Think about this. We're people, and if we just treat people like people, how much happier we'll be, how much peace we'll have, how much love will be in this land. The thing about it is that none of us really like everything that goes on, but as long as there's peace, as long as we treat another human being with respect, righteousness, because I truly believe none of us are better than anybody else, regardless of what you think. Regardless of one may say, well, this is our country. However it came about, none of us, we are creators. We've been created by God, and God has given all of us some unique abilities. From whichever way we come from, God has given all of us some unique abilities. And here in this country, in the United States, we bring all that together compared to nowhere else like in the world. This is a great place. In 2021, it's going to be even better. Why? Because we have to make it better. The government can impose whatever they want upon us. Anything can be said about any individual, but still it's going to come down to right and wrong. How are you going to treat your fellow man? Whatever your belief is, it's got to come down to right and wrong. Do you support righteousness or wrong from whatever someone else is doing, what about your own family? I love people. I really do. You know, I look at people and I just, be honest with you, I look at it as, you're no better than me. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care, you can be the highest position in the land. You are no better than me. And I am no better than you, regardless of what you think. But the thing about this country is it gives any and everyone an equal chance to rise above from wherever you are right now to wherever you want to go in life. Who can stop you? You. Nobody can stop you but you. Now, some people may not agree with that, but that's okay. But whatever the mind believes and conceive, it can achieve. I truly believe that. Because the mind is, it's like a muscle. It has a real function. You know, what we set our mind to do, and then we work toward those things to make them happen with consistency, just like right now, you're with me while I'm growing my channel. And please, I encourage you, subscribe to my channel and go with me and stay with me. And by subscribing, it doesn't cost you a thing. It's free. And just go with me as I grow and continue to develop, you know, my own skills in this process. And let's see where it takes us. Because I like to hear from you too. If you don't agree with, hey, please leave a comment in the section below. And you can comment, and if there's other things you want to see, if there's people you would like for me to interview, please leave a comment. Let me know. Or you can send me an email at robert@basketballtall.com, and I will respond, because I've got a lot of people to interview, but then again, there are some folks out there that you know that I don't know that you might think be a great candidate for my program. So drop me an email or shoot me a comment. But I prefer, if there's someone that you would like for me to interview, shoot me an email and let me know, robert@basketballtall.com. And I must say, I've been consistent. I've followed the program, and I have posted a video each week. I've been doing this now for about 8 months, as far as Basketball Tall, my YouTube channel. And I have not missed one Tuesday. I upload every Tuesday, and I have not missed one time. That's consistency for you. So stay with me, because as I say certain things and tell you these things and certain principles along the way of achievement, you're going to see me put them to practice. Now, I know on this journey, there's going to be some ups and downs. There's going to be some struggles, some headaches. There's going to be times when we think, I've had enough. I want to quit. I don't want to do this anymore. But we know in order to gain, there's going to be some pain, that frustration, the mentality, the things you got to deal with, the naysayers telling you, you know, certain things, or putting you down, or calling your names and telling you your program sucks. You're no good. Why won't you quit? You're a loser. Aren't people cruel? People say the meanest things, don't they? Just like children. They don't know any better. You know, we've all heard the old saying, kids are cruel. You know, adults are too. But adults, we should be at a stage where we look at the goodness and kindness in people, right? It's time to do away with the divisiveness. We need to get back to what America is and going to be. We've got all of us here in this wonderful land, the land that I love. I'm an American. I don't know what you are, but I am an American. And I know a lot of Americans, and we all love this country. Wow, the greatest land in the world. And I must admit, I know you have to be glad too, that wherever your ancestors come from, besides the Native Americans, we all have to be happy that we're here. And the thing about it is, we are uncovering certain truths about achievement like nowhere else in the world. There are principles. There are forces around us that we can't even see. And if we tap into these things and apply these things and understand there's going to be some struggles, but understand you don't quit. You got to understand, continue to get more education, refine your craft, and keep pushing forward despite the obstacles that you're going to face. That's what winners do, don't we? Athletes. If you want to be a good athlete or even an outstanding athlete, you know what you have to do. There are times you don't want to practice. Even though you love the game, you want to play, but still you got to put in the hard work. There are times coaches going to get in your face, scream, make you mad, make you want to quit, make you want to fight. But what did we do? We hold our tongue, don't we? And then when we look back on it, we're so thankful that we did because it all paid off, that hard work. And one great thing I could say about athletics, if you take those principles you learn on the field or in the court and apply those to everyday life, it prepares you to be a leader, really. It creates leadership qualities because you work out day in, day and night, day in, day out, every day. I can remember playing basketball in high school and in college, going to that gym, every day. We go eat lunch, and then later on we in the gym till evening, till sometime nighttime, And what it does, it prepares us for something bigger and greater. So this is my last broadcast for 2020. My last broadcast for 2020. And I look forward to 2021. And I can say this, it's going to be exciting, it's going to be fun, and very interesting. And I'm going to bring material to you that hopefully will help you. That's not going to benefit everybody, but for those of you that are seeking it, that are wanting to do better, to grow in wherever you are in your life, listen to what I bring you. Because I'm bringing real superstars, those local stars right in our communities that can help you. And someone told me, well, I don't have time to listen to someone's story. Why not? There's gold in a story. You may just take one nugget, just one nugget from that entire story that may be what you need to hear to propel you to where you need to go in life. Really. A story, a person's story. Because when I share these stories with you, these people have done it. They live, they've gone through, and have overcome on the successful side. So if that's what you want to do, you need to stay tuned to my channel. It'll be entertaining, but also most important, it's going to be educational. It's going to help you. Because people are telling me, you're a motivator. You always see the goodness in people, the positive people. I guess that's just what I am. But the thing about it is, I remember Dr. Williamson talked about digging your well, because you're gaining knowledge, you're gaining skills before the opportunity even presents itself. And I look back and I think about me digging the well when I was in Amway. Any of you remember Amway? Network marketing. And, and I built a little good organization, a little good group, and very diverse people. And I got on a tape of the week program. I'm attending this function, that function, meeting all the people that were really big in the business. Why? Because that's what I want to be. And I learned a lot of things. I learned about free enterprise. That was the beginning of me learning about free enterprise through Amway. Because you had people from all walks of life that were very successful before Amway, and thousands of people that got very wealthy and rich in Amway. Because they're the grandfather of network marketing and had over 1 million distributors worldwide. And so when I plugged into it, we traveled, we went here and there, and that helped me. Then I started drawing those circles, standing in front of people in their homes and stuff like that and going places, digging that well. I was gaining skills and gaining knowledge and preparing me for the future that I could not even see. Then when I got into the insurance industry and sitting down, and talking about the flexible asset builder and helping people to create financial wealth, by investing such a minimal amount of money to be able to, and if they hold on to that with a guaranteed interest rate, and then of course showing the current interest rate at that time, and giving them a projection. If you invest this and that amount of money for whatever number of years down the road, not short term, it was a long term investment. Because the thing about it is, a lot of people don't even have insurance. The majority of people, when they retire, they don't even have any money. Right now, and I'm talking to a lot of you, you don't even have $1,000 in the bank. You can Google that and see how many people possess $1,000 right now in their, for savings is concerned. So I learned a lot of stuff. Then I found myself in Little Rock, Arkansas at a national convention with a company called Marketing Management Corporation of America, in which we did work under the National Online Insurance Company out of Little Rock, Arkansas. And I found myself on a national stage in my 20s in Little Rock, Arkansas, speaking. And all I found myself, I was just doing what I did when I was in Amway. I was motivated. And then, of course, later on, when I got into law enforcement and when I became a juvenile justice specialist, and how I instilled dreams into kids. See, digging that well that Dr. Williamson talked about, that pancake theory, you really need to tune into it and check that out. It doesn't start about halfway into the program. And I used that for decades with kids. What do you want to be? What do you want to do? What do you want to do when you grow up in your life? Do you know what it takes to get there? And people will have come out, and when I ask what your dream, your goals are in life, and they'll come out I want to be a professional basketball player. I want to be a doctor. We're not even doing good in school, or when they're not even on the team. Unrealistic goals. So then we have to talk get realistic with them. And so that's what I did for decades, instilling dreams in kids and getting them to buy into the plan to help them achieve, not go from A to D by taking shortcuts, but understand you got to follow straight through to the plan. You got to hit to A, cover B, C before you get to D. And there's going to be a lot of struggles and hurdles along the way, but we can all overcome. And that's just like life, isn't it? If you are where you want to be in life so far, no matter how old you are, it's because you were looking for shortcuts, or you didn't commit and dedicate yourself, or did the things required to help you grow. I had a good friend of mine who once said, I'm not changing. I'm not changing. Oh, he's changed. Like it's a bad thing. But remember this. If you want to grow in life, you have to change. You can't remain the same. You can't have the same thought process as a child, as an adolescent, even as a young adult. You have to change in order to grow and get ahead in life. We're all sinners. And if you don't think you're a sinner, you're not breathing. So if you're still breathing, you're a sinner. But we're not like what we used to be, and we strive each and every day to do better, to not sin, to do right. And the thing is, we change, don't we? Because if you adhere to the Word of God, there's got to be a change. Isn't it? Think about it. If you don't change, you're not going to heaven, possibly. Okay? And so we have to change in order to grow, to get ahead in life. So my partner, he said that he wasn't going to change. And then, of course, sometimes we look back and see where they are in life and the struggles and things they've encountered and are enduring. So if you want to grow, you got to change. Like Dr. Gerald Williamson said, we got to dig that well early on, because we don't know what's up ahead. I had no idea that I would end up in the career that I had retired in. I'm now in December. This is my first anniversary of retirement. And boy, you're talking about that. And think about this. I'm going to ask you something. How many of you say, I can't wait to retire. When I'm retired, I'm not going to do anything. I said that. Then all of a sudden, there it is knocking at the door, you know, I can't wait to get out of here. So I'm going to talk about that. That'll be a show for another day, talking about retirement. But for now, I want to thank you for going with me on this journey, and I hope that you stay with me. And also, like I said, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so. It's free, it doesn't cost you a thing, so you're not losing anything. And that way, any and every time I post new programs on this channel, you'll be the first to be notified. Hey, he's got a new one, let me see what this is about. Maybe it might be something that might pertain to me, or you can share it with other people that may be able to help them. So also, I encourage you, please share this. Don't just hold this information to yourself, because we all know people that need help. We all know people that need a different mindset. We all know people that have dreams and goals and need maybe just a little motivation. Someone, just a little bit of encouragement to let them know, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. I've had people tell me that, and I did it. So let's help some other people by sharing this as well. So this is it. My final broadcast of 2020, and boy, I enjoyed it, you know, and I just wonder can't wait to see 2021, as long as I keep putting in the work. It's not going to happen instantly. It's not going to be like magic, and hey, there's that magic wand, abracadabra, there it is. No, it doesn't work that way, guys. We have to put the work in. So let's make 2020 the beginning of starting to dig our well in preparation for the future of things to come. Because even though I've done that, I'm continually doing that because I have a new goal, and that is to build this channel. And with you and your help, I know that I can get there. And guess what? You'll be right there along with me. But keep in mind, if there are any other people out there that you think that may be interesting, maybe an interesting person to interview in this program, please shoot me their name, their information. And you might also want to get their approval as well. Let them know that I'll be contacting them. And I just need their name and phone number or email or whatever, preferably phone number. And I'll give them a buzz and see if they may be a good candidate for my program, okay? Until 2021, this is Robert Wilkins, Basketball Tall, signing out until then. Good day and good night, America.